on the track.
What kind of phone are you using right now?
iPhone XR.
Oh, you're an iPhone boy now, huh?
Yeah, I used to fuck around with Galaxy and everything. Not so much anymore. I used to carry around that fucking cheap ass Galaxy 5 or whatever. I'd have that bitch for everything.
Bro, I remember you had a brick when we used to hang out. That was big as fuck.
Yeah.
That's
No,
funny.
I fucking there's like I remember it was like 2016 all the way up to like 2018, like January.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my phone at a football game, and my parents were they're like, yeah, we're not gonna buy you a new phone or whatever. So I buy myself like this $50 Kindle Fire or whatever, and like
Yeah.
I just use this bitch forever. I was like downloading texting apps and everything, and like my girlfriend at the time, she was like, why can't we like Snapchat everything like that or like FaceTime? I'm like, bro, I am broke. I don't have money. Like my parents aren't gonna buy me a new phone.
But I remember I begged my parents to get me an Amazon Kindle. It wasn't like the first generation where it looked like a paper out of a book. It was like an actual little tablet. And like, I'm gonna have access to all these apps and all these games and shit. It was purely used as a bigger screen for me to jack off with. That's all it was. It was either that or my little iPod touch screen. So I was like, I definitely use the Amazon Kindle. I abuse that thing.
It's like, Mom, I'm trying to watch porn on a 12-inch display. Come on, please.
I was telling Haley the other day, back when I got my PlayStation Portable. I don't know why I said the full name, like you wouldn't know what a PSP is, but like that thing didn't have like any sort of like flash player, and so you couldn't watch videos. So my ass would be just jacking off to pictures on there. It's lame as fuck. That's one step above imagination.
Bro, that reminds me. Fucking, we were on. I was on some like band trip. We were going to Disney, and I let a girl use my my PSP because I brought it. She was asking to play like God of War and shit, and like I let her keep it. Like a year later, she's like asking for like the parental code or whatever to like go online or whatever, and I give it to her, and like after that, she was like, "What is all this shit?" Like because she goes into history and everything, and it's just straight porn. Like
the baddest
I'm like,
of the bad.
Oh damn, I forgot about that.
Did you ever get viruses on? Did you ever get viruses on a computer or anything?
I've done it on like my aunt's computer and shit like that. Like, I'll just go on like this was like when I was living with my mom at the time during the summer, and my aunt she had a computer, and I would just go over to her house and I'd just fucking like download music and shit on it and everything. And like after a while, they're just like, yeah, we don't know what happened to our computer. And like, shit, me neither. Like,
I remember I fucked up because one Christmas they got me like those tiny little computers. They're like laptops, but they're like I think they were called notebooks or something. It was like the Dell notebook or something like that. Immediately got viruses on that shit. I went crazy. And of course I had to be like, I don't know what happened to it. I was like fucking 12. I was like, I don't know what happened to it. I was just watching YouTube and I got a bunch of viruses. Of course, my parents had access to the entire history on that thing. And so my stepdad, he had to try to get all the viruses out, and he went on there and like he had to look at all the websites I was looking at and like start like one by one blocking all them shits. Because I got real reckless. I would just Google something and I would just click on whatever thumbnail looked the best. I didn't have like a specific website. And so I was fucking up. This is one of the most embarrassing things.
God, I'm not sure what's super embarrassing for me, but fuck, that reminds me of that one video. It's this kid. He was like, "No, mom, I got a virus and I deleted it." And she was like, "But yeah, how'd you get a virus?" And he's like, "I was watching YouTube videos and like my pants were slipping off." And
Oh, is
like,
this the one with like Fortnite playing?
yeah, that one.
That's so fucking yeah. That you know what that reminded me of this because I hadn't thought about the whole notebook thing in years, but then I watched that video you're talking about like 2 days ago. I have plenty of embarrassing stories. Haley's beside me. Haley, I told you right about the one involving the cat and the crusty sock. That's a great way to start the story. So back, I think I was like 14. I used to keep a cum sock under my bed. I would just abuse that thing, just throw it under the bed. And what happened one time, it was like probably like 7 in the morning. I was supposed to be getting ready for school. And I was like, where the fuck is my cum sock? It turns out the family cat, while I was in the shower, I left the door open. That fool went under my bed, grabbed my cum sock. I went downstairs. That fool was playing with my cum sock on my parents' floor while they were getting ready for work. And to this day, I don't know if they realized what he was playing with because that sock was like yellow and crusty. It looked horrible. It was hard as cardboard. I'm sure they knew what was up with that sock. But I think they were just defending me from just embarrassment by not mentioning that ever.
Bro, you're lucky. You had some fucking chill ass parents. My parents, they would have put me on blast, bro.
They would have put you on blast and made fun of you?
Yeah.
I think they just,
bro,
I think they just were too embarrassed to have that conversation themselves.
They're just like, yeah, we're gonna act like we didn't see that shit.
I'm sure they've seen other stuff
Bro,
like that.
When it comes to shit like that, like I've talked to people before, like when it comes to like masturbating and shit, and they're always talking about how like they use like lotion and whatever. And I'm just like, bro, I can't do. I just like, I go dry with that shit. To be honest,
I'm a dry fapper too. I don't use lotion.
I read something on that one time. Fucking like it was like I think it was like a Reddit post talking about how like you're more likely to be like a psychopath if you do shit like that. Just go dry.
Bro, I'm convinced I'm either a sociopath or have like a really, really light autism. I'm like 99% sure I have Asperger's. It's either that or I'm a sociopath, so I'm hoping it's the Asperger's.
What the fuck? What do you think that?
I don't know, like if you look at like a list of like all the signs of Asperger's, like I tend to fit a lot of those. And like some of them are like avoiding eye contact and like trying to think of some other ones. Just like not understanding social cues or what you should and shouldn't say. Like going into a video chat and immediately start talking about jacking off on your computer when you're 12. Which is why I usually don't even talk like at work or anything because I know I'm going to just start talking crazy. So I try to just keep to myself and not embarrass myself.
What's it like at your work? Are the people cool there or?
Yeah, I mean, like... we used to have a lot of like college kids. Like they were all my age. Like this was when I was 21, 22. They were all like the same age, maybe a year older, maybe a year older. But then, of course, they all graduated college, and my ass still hasn't graduated. And so they all left me, left Walmart, and now we've got this new crop of people that started like during COVID. Most of them suck. I don't talk to any of them.
Yeah, fucking same with my job. Really, fucking, I just like babysit like disabled people and children all day. To be honest, like.
Is that a job through the military, or is that something you have to get on the side?
Oh no, that's just regular Army. Everybody acts like they're fucking disabled or like a child.
Well, what's up with your disability? Aren't you injured?
Yeah, fuck. I'm supposed to be getting out next year. I go to the med board evaluation like in a month. And they're gonna like see if like I'm able to get disability or not. I'm probably gonna get it, but not too sure yet. Like I just started walking like 2 months ago. It's gonna be a while. I don't even think I'll be able to run again, to be honest.
Ever? Damn. So what
I
exactly was it that
can't.
happened? Because I remember, like, you just told me one
I
day
had.
that you had gotten injured. I didn't actually ask for the story.
Oh fuck. It was nothing really. Like when I joined, I had flat feet to begin with, and like the base I was on, they didn't have a hospital, so I was going to this Korean doctor, and they were just like, "Yeah, we can give you surgery to fix that." I'm like, "Bet," and they were like, "Yeah, I get it, bro. It was so much worse. Like I shouldn't have got it because like before I could like run and shit and wasn't too painful. Like it was bad, but like I could deal with it. Now, holy fuck, like." I can't stand for like more than 20 minutes. Fucking I can ride a bike and everything like that, walk, but like can't jog or anything. Like my cardio is ass right now. Like I'm fucking like on top though. I'm ripped. Like I've been going hard as a motherfucker at the gym, like
Mm.
trying to get like ripped and everything. But like the bottom half, I'm got the body proportions of ice cream cone, bro. It's pretty bad.
Damn, that boy got chicken legs.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm trying to fix it, but it's kind of hard. Like right now, I have like incisions on my calf muscle, and there's so much scar tissue around the tendon that like anytime I try to like flex or anything, it's just like straight jello.
Damn.
Like not shit happens. Yeah, I mean it's not horrible, but it's definitely not nice.
So there's like no chance for like improvement in like a few years, or
I
is it
mean,
just
I mean, I could probably improve a little bit more. I've been having to do like massages and shit on like the scars, but it's a long process
did
to
you
be
do physical therapy?
honest. Like I have like a little. Yeah, I'm doing physical therapy right now. Like I bought all kinds of shit. I got like a roller, like some like massaging cream, all shit, all kinds of shit like that. Like I bought a vibrator too for that shit. Like
Where'd you buy that
bro,
at?
like
Just
it,
some corner shop in Korea?
bro, no. So like here on post, like they just sell that shit. Like they have a store over here, and like just like the main store. Like I walk in there, they just like condoms, vibrators, and stuff. So I was like, fuck it, I just bought the vibrator. And I just put it on my scars and everything. I'm like, yep, that feels kind of good. Not gonna lie.
Hey, whatever works. That's what's in style right now. Like
I mean,
all like the massagers for workouts and stuff. The shits that like punch you in the leg. Like
yeah, yeah.
those were
I need to
popular
get one of those.
for Black Friday at Walmart. They were like huge sales. Like they had huge numbers of them. I guess that's just a popular thing now. But you could always just use a vibrator like you. I guess that's always another.
Yeah, I mean, do what?
That's always another use for that. I guess.
Yeah,
Did you
I
get
mean,
one of
like
those little
shit.
chapstick looking ones, or you got the big old mumbo jumbo?
So it's like one of the big like thing. Like it's got like interchangeable heads and shit on it too. So like.
That's fucking funny.
It's got like 6 of them. Like it's not like meant for like down there, but you can definitely use it like on your cooch if you wanted to. But fucking like it's got like a face massager one on it, like something for your scalp. Then it's got one that just like looks like a regular vibrator, like the ones that you like plug in the wall and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that. But like, I mean, it's not bad. Like I've used it on my face and shit like that too. It feels awesome. Like,
Exfoliating. That's funny. I just realized I haven't actually introduced you on here. This is Seth.
oh yeah.
Me and Seth go back
Hey,
about
what's
what,
up?
like 4 years?
2017 to 2018.
Yeah, so going on 4 years now. And this fool's funny as fuck.
Let's go.
I was his manager at Burger King. We grew very close, so close, in fact, that they actually made us work separate shifts, and we got in trouble for being friends. That was some bullshit. You remember that?
Bro, I don't even know what. Yeah, I do. I don't know why that happened. Like, I wasn't even doing anything. Like, we're just too funny, I guess. Like, they're getting jealous.
No, I swear to God, there was some sexist shit going on at that Burger King because for some background information, I was the only male manager. It was like me and like 6 female managers. And like they would all hang out. They would all go to dinner, even with Angie, our like store manager. They would all hang out with her. They would all joke around at
Hmm.
work. They would all hang out in the manager's office. But whenever I befriended somebody as the male manager, I always got in fucking trouble. It was unfair. Like they would hang out on
Bro,
the
I
weekends.
don't.
All we did was go to fucking Waffle
Yeah,
House after work.
bro. Like, I don't even understand what was bad about that. Like, bro, my parents used to get pissed off for me for that shit.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, yeah, my dad, he would like me and my dad would have like fights and shit. Like, we'd fist fight because he'd just be like, "Where the fuck are you going? Like, you don't get back till like 3 in the morning." He's like, I know. He's like, "I know Burger King didn't close that late." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, sorry. Like, we're just really, really packed last night."
What they
And
think
like,
you were doing? Were
at some
they
point,
take any
like,
guesses?
yeah, they thought I was just like out, like messing around with the umbrella and everything. I'm like, no, I'm just going to Waffle House, to be honest. Like,
Just some bro time at Waffle House. Bro, we used to vent our
bro, I
feelings in the
miss
Waffle
that shit.
House.
Bro, I miss Waffle House. Like, they don't have Waffle House over here or anything like that. And it's sad.
How's the American
Can't
food over there?
can't go anywhere.
Is that an option?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, food over here is not too bad. Like, it's pretty cool over here. The COVID shit's shitty, but other than that, like, people, they're shy. Like, you're probably never gonna like talk to a Korean person ever because they just like avoid Americans. Unless it's like unless you're a girl and you're a foreigner, they're gonna try to fuck you or something because they don't give a fuck. Dude, Korean guys are disgusting. Like when it comes to that shit, it's gross.
What
That's all
about
they want
you
to do.
as
They'll be
a?
like,
Sorry, keep going.
oh, there's shit like they'll foreign girls will come over or whatever, and they'll be like, oh yeah, Korean guys can't get STDs, so can you let me fuck without a condom? Shit like that. Like, yeah, you know, it's not fucking right, but like most girls are just like, yeah, sure. Then they
They
get
go
an
for it.
STD.
That works.
Sometimes it does. Like some people are just fucking gullible, and they're just
Hey,
like,
you
yeah,
miss
I
100%
guess
of the
Koreans.
shots you don't take. And that's an example right there. Even when you have a stupid ass reasoning behind it, like Korean men don't get STDs. Hey, it has to work eventually. You take enough shots, you're gonna make one.
Hey, I mean, if it works, then it's worked for some people.
Hell yeah.
You were about to say something though.
Yeah. So how they look at you as a member of the military? Is it any different than if you would just be a normal American tourist?
I'm not too sure. Like, honestly, I feel like Korean people hate us. To be honest, I don't really give a shit because I'm not too big on Korean people. I'm not like racist towards them or anything, but I don't know. They're just like to themselves or whatever. And I just don't really fuck around with them. Like I talked to a couple Korean guys. Like I work with some of them. They're not too bad, but they're like super like to themselves and they're shy and everything. It's kind of hard to talk to them about anything really.
What's your work
Like
right now?
I work on like computers, shit like that. Yeah, I was doing that security job for a minute. That was fun. I miss that job because I didn't have to do shit. I just sit there and like fall
That
asleep
security
and
job made
everything.
me laugh. You told me that story about you falling asleep.
Bro, that shit was fucking. They would get so pissed at me. They'd come in there and they'd be like, "Bro, why the fuck are you asleep right now?" I'm like, "I don't know, maybe because it's 3 fucking a.m. Like I'm tired." But they they get pissed at me. They'd like write me counselings and like try to give me like an article and try to like be like, "Yeah, you're not fit for the army." Blah blah blah. Then I go talk to the platoon sergeant and he'd be like, "Yeah, I remember when I was a private." And that's all he would say. And he would just kick me out. And like the sergeants, they would get pissed. They're like, "He fell asleep on shift though." And he was like, okay, nobody's there. And my sergeant, he would just get like absolutely livid and like start being petty and everything towards me, call me like a shit person, like I don't deserve to be in this unit. I'm like, all right, well, I'll see you later. I'm gonna go to sleep. I just go back up to my room.
Jesus. You're going to fuck around and get that dishonorable discharge like Tyler.
Bro, Tyler is so fucking stupid. I remember.
Well, yeah. We've been knowing this.
Yeah. He constantly, like, I try to help him out, but he constantly just bugs me for money and stuff like this. He's like, hey, Seth, I'm moving to Milwaukee, everything like that. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'm like, how are you going to get there? And he's like, oh, yeah, can I borrow some money? I'm like, bro, I don't have money for you. Like,
why Wisconsin? I saw that on his Snapchat story. Why Wisconsin? Did he tell you the reasoning behind that?
So, yeah. So fucking, he started getting with this girl. He used to live at the Gladiolas, and his neighbor, she was like right above him. He got with her and everything, and like they started dating. But like here recently, she had like a episode and like went to a mental hospital and shit. But her dad lives in Milwaukee, so they drove up there. Her and her kids. She has like 3 fucking kids. And like, I don't know why Tyler always wants to be like a stepdad or something.
He likes moms, yeah. He's had a history of this.
But like, he went up there with her, and after a while, Tyler came back down here with their kids and took them to their dad's house. But after that, she kind of like ghosted Tyler and everything. Didn't talk to him for a while. Then she called him and she was asking him to move to Milwaukee and everything with her. And he's like, fuck yeah. This man cannot keep a job though. After Burger King, like he couldn't keep a job. Like he works at the job for maybe a month, then just quits or doesn't show up. And I'm like, Tyler, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like you have to go to work. And he's like, my thing is like he's lived in his apartment for like over a year now, almost 2 years, and he hasn't had a job in like 6 months. I'm like, how the fuck do you afford to live there? And he's like, I just bug people for money.
Yeah, bro. I got a message from Cash App the other day, and it was like he has requested $10 from me. He didn't text me ahead of time, didn't call me. Like I just got a notification on Cash App saying that he requested $10 from me. And so now because of that, every couple of days, Cash App will send me a notification saying, hey, don't forget, Christopher requested $10 from you. Bro, I'm not giving that man shit.
Bro, like he's my friend and everything, but like I would help him out if I knew he was going to pay me back. When I went over there in September, I hung out with him for a bit. He was living with some like random ass people. Like he was calling them their big bro and big sis. I'm like, Tyler, you met these people like 2 weeks ago. Why are you living in their house?
Yeah, I gave him a ride to that place one time.
Yeah, fucking. I go to the store. I get him like food and shit, like $150 worth of like food and like some clothes. I gave him some clothes from my dad's house, some old shit that I had. And like I was like, all right, man, you gotta pay me back. And he was like, all right, I got you. I've never seen that money, bro. That's just gone. I don't expect him to pay me back at this point, but like, yeah. After that, I stopped giving him money. I was like, bro, you're not gonna pay me back, so.
Yeah, I told you to stop giving that man money. You told me you were giving his money. I was like, bro, stop giving that man money. Make that man earn it.
I don't like. I want him to like be okay and everything, but at the same time, he just doesn't give a fuck.
No, but that's the thing.
He's just gonna be like.
He has parents that would support him if he went to them. He could still be living with his parents. It's not like they kicked him out or anything. The real reason he doesn't live with his parents is because he refused to live by their rules.
Yeah, I tell him that shit all the time. I'm like, bro, go live back with your mom. And he's like, no, they won't let me smoke weed and everything like that. I'm like, bro, you don't need to. Just stop. And like,
that's his thing. Like he told me that he could still live with his parents, but the problem was he wanted to be in and out of the house all day, bring whatever girl he wanted to, smoke weed, and they wouldn't let him. And I'm like, well, no shit, they're not gonna let you. Your parents.
But I remember when he called me one time and he was talking to me about how he got chlamydia from this one girl. He was like, Seth, I messed up, bro. And I was like, what'd you do? And he's like, man, I fucked this girl. She looked like a horse and everything. I'm like, why the fuck do you fuck it then? And he's like, man, I was drunk at the time, and like, pussy's pussy. And I'm like, bro, you're disgusting, man. And he's like, yeah, I know. But he said he doesn't have any more, but I'm not too sure.
That man has pure crackhead energy. He gets mad when I call him a crackhead, and I don't believe he is, but he's had crackhead energy since he was a teenager.
Yeah,
Like upon
that's
first
true. Like
impression, you would assume that he's a crackhead.
so, yeah, fucking. I don't understand. Like, he can just be talking to like some girl for like 5 minutes, and like that night they'll just like start fucking and everything. I'm like, Tyler, like, how are you like wooing these girls and everything? You're not cute. you're, you're, you're fucking ugly, but like he'll just like I don't know what it is. But
I don't know.
he
I
said
guess
he's
it's
had sex with that.
just his personality. I guess he's a perfect example of you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. He's one of those motherfuckers. He will ask 100 girls, and one of them's bound to say yes.
Bro, fucking we got this buddy named Jay Sean, and she's like 38, and she like offered to be his sugar mama, and he was doing it for a bit, but after a while he was like, no, I don't want to do it anymore. You remember Cam that worked at Burger King?
Yeah, I saw them together at Walmart like a few months ago, and they had gotten back together, and I guess they broke up like a few weeks after that.
Yeah, fucking they were together for a bit, and like that's when the sugar mama thing was happening, like right before that, and he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay with Cam. Then like Cam started ghosting him and everything like that. Then she said she was moving back to Chicago. Then after a while, Tyler found out that she didn't want to be with him anymore, and then she was just gonna like trains ran on her all the time, shit like that.
Jesus,
Like
that is the worst thing you
I
can find out.
I mean, it broke his heart and everything, but like at the same time, I don't know how this man falls in love so quickly. Like they only dated for like 4-ish months or whatever. But like Tyler was like, even with the girl now, like he says he's in love with the girl he's talking to now that lives in Milwaukee. And after she kind of ghosted him for a bit, he went and fucked another girl. And I was like, Tyler, you don't even know if she like wasn't talking to you or if like she didn't pay her phone bill or something. She talks to him the next day, telling him everything's all right and everything. And he's like, Seth, please don't tell anybody I did that shit, please. And I'm like,
that's funny.
Bro, you didn't talk to her for like one day and you fucked somebody else. Like,
That's fine. I'm gonna try to get him on here, but
bad.
I don't know if his crackhead energy is the kind of vibe that you need on a podcast. I feel like we come on here for like 10 minutes, ask us for money, and then leave.
He's like, man, you guys are fake friends and everything. Like, you guys never give me money or anything.
Bro, you remember that day, that summer that we hung out? Bro, that day is iconic to me. Sadly, it was a day that XXX died, but we had a dope ass day. And
with Jaime and everything.
Yeah, me, you, and Jaime went to fucking IHOP, right? And we had dropped off Tyler at what's that girl's name? Ashley.
Oh, Ashley, yeah.
Yeah, we dropped him off at her house, and she got tired of him, and she wanted us to. What was that?
So like 2 nights before that, he called me and he's like, Seth, please come pick me up from Ashley's house. And I was like, what's going on? He fucking she gave him some edibles or whatever, and he eats the edibles and he just starts fucking like tripping and getting like anxious and stuff. And because they were about to fuck and everything, and Tyler just starts flipping out. And he's like, no, I gotta leave, I gotta go. And I pick him up and Ashley's just standing outside. I wave at her, fucking. And he's just in the car and he's like, Seth, I need to go home right now, bro. And I'm like, bro, I gotta get gas. You gotta wait a minute, like.
Bro, and like before he had started working at Burger King, this manager, Jamie, she had given him edibles and he had a panic attack and he had to go home and his mom had to pick him up. And his mom called Burger King back. She was like, what happened to Tyler? And I picked up the phone. I had no idea what the fuck happened. I was like, I don't know. She was like, he said he's having like some sort of panic attack. And I asked Jamie, I was like, what happened with Tyler? And she was like, oh my God, don't tell anybody. I gave him a fucking edible. I'm freaking out right now. So this was like 6 months before this happened with Ashley. So this man should have known he cannot handle any sort of edibles.
Yeah, I don't understand him. Like, fuck. That night that was pretty funny though. I missed Jaime. He was actually in Jonesboro like a few months ago. Like he lives in Alabama right now, but like I'm gonna see if he can come back up in April.
Hell yeah, we gotta
Have
hang
us
out.
guys get back together.
But I remember that night
Yeah,
that
Jaime's funny as fuck.
I remember that night we were in IHOP. It was me, you, and Jaime, and he wanted us to pick him up, but we had already ordered our food and we were waiting on it. And I was like, I'm not picking you up. We
Mm.
just fucking ordered food. And so luckily Ashley dropped him off and we had gotten our food. And he comes to
Yeah.
sit at the table and he's like, give me some of your food. I'm like, no, I'm still eating. I'm not
Bro.
giving you my fucking food. He goes, you don't need it. You're fat. Give me your food. I was like, man, fuck you. I was like, why would I give you my food?
Bro.
Fucking asshole.
I remember that. I'd like taken a picture of that day or whatever. I can't find it anymore. It's like on one of the Instagrams I fucking deleted.
Bro, I got plenty of pictures and videos from that day. That was a funny ass day.
Hey,
That and the day that me and
Yeah.
you went around egging places. We did like a drive by on Come
oh
and Go.
shit! Yeah, I remember that fucking. I egged the fuck out of that one girl's mom's car. That shit was funny.
Yeah, we went to McDonald's and egged their fucking menu.
Bro, you told. They still had the egg when you went in the next morning?
Yeah, the next morning I went with my mom. I was in the passenger seat, and we pulled up, and you could see where they had tried to clean the egg, and they just smeared it all over the place, trying to clean it up. And it was so hard trying not to tell my mom, oh yeah, me, a grown-ass 21-year-old, went to McDonald's to egg their fucking menu.
Bro, remember when we were gonna go egg my buddy's house all the way out in Cash, and we like drove all the way out there? Then
Yeah, we
like,
drove-
the gas station out there was like closed and shit. Then
Yeah,
we
because
drove
we
all
couldn't
the
find
way
any
back.
fucking eggs. And we tried to get some in the gas station. The gas station was closed, so we had to drive all the way back to Jonesboro to get eggs. And by the time we get back, we were like, we're not fucking driving back all the way to Cash for these eggs. And that's when we just started egging random
Yeah.
shit. We started doing we started doing donuts in the fucking parking lot over there by CC's.
Yeah, fucking. I remember we're over by the college, over by Nukes, and we're in the Come and Go gas station. We're just egging the fuck out of people's cars and shit.
Bro, and this is understandable for you. What were you, like 17 or 18 at the time? I was fucking Peter Panning at 21 years old, fucking hanging out with you and Tyler, egging shit and being a menace.
How old are you now?
I will be 24 next month.
24. Nice. Let's go. I just turned 21, like a week ago, week or two. But damn, bro, you're starting to get old.
I am getting old. That's why I'm starting to shave. I'm trying to hold on to my youth desperately. It helps that my girlfriend's 19, I guess.
Oh. Bro, I see the shit you post in your stories sometimes.
Like which
You
thing?
just be like, oh no. Like,
Oh no,
please
don't turn 20.
19.
You're so sexy. Bro, I used to mess with Haley when we first started dating. I would tell her she had an expiration date. It was really fucked up, bro. I could have gotten in trouble for our relationship. Like, thinking back, I must have had some sort of mental breakdown at the time.
Bro, honestly, like, I honestly don't know how you didn't get fired from Burger King after they found out you guys were dating.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy. I'm glad you brought that up because I haven't told that story on here. Yeah, I got to Burger King that day. It was like, I think the day after me and her had this date where it was like all night long. We drove around everywhere. We were together from like midnight to like 7 a.m. Next day, I come into Burger King.
God.
And then there's Angie, our store manager, and Cindy, our district manager, at the table. And they're like, hey, Matthias, can you sit over here? We need you to talk to HR. I'm like, oh, fuck. And so I sit down, and this lady's like, hey, Matthias, this is HR from whatever company was the one that owns the franchise for that Burger King. They're like, so...
Yeah.
We heard that you hung out with another employee and that she's 17 and her mom does not want you around her daughter. So we're just gonna tell you that we're gonna put you all on different shifts, and her mom would prefer for you not to talk to her anymore. And I was like, oh fuck, this is like escalating way higher than I was intending for it to get to. And me and Haley hadn't even done anything, but like we literally just rode around that night laughing and having fun. It's not like we like did anything, which was on purpose.
Yeah.
But and then the day after that, or it might have been that night, I was counting the money at the registers, or from the registers in the back office, and one of the employees comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, Matthias, there's a police officer here," and I'm like, "Oh fuck!" Immediately sweating hard as shit, like, "Oh my god!" So I get there, and the officer's like, "We received word that there was somebody making threats outside," and we were like, "No, I don't know anything about that, right?" Well, it turns out, because I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, it has nothing to do with me." I was wrong. I found out, I think weeks or months later, that was actually her stepdad. Her mom had called the cops on her stepdad because he was apparently threatening to like come and beat my ass at Burger King. Haley.
God damn.
Come here.
Damn, that's kind of, I mean, I understand it because you're 21 and she was 17 at the time.
Freshly 17, yes.
So, yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. You were trying to catch a case.
Bro, I'm telling you, I was out of my mind at that time. Haley, come here. I need you to tell this side of the story because I wasn't. What happened with your stepdad and yeah, just come here. Come here. So, from your point of view, what happened?
Well,
How's it going?
exactly what you said. Well, I mean, my mom, we were just having a big argument. I can't even hear him, so what's the point? Like, if he says something, like, anyways.
Well, just tell it.
Okay, but I was sitting at home begging my mom to, like, call the police on him because she told me that he was going to drive around Burger King, like, to beat his ass, and he was apparently, like, he just kept driving around flipping him off through the, like, drive-through window even though nobody could see him.
Bro, I had no idea. I was in the back counting money, and this fool was getting out his feelings just over there, just because this was like 9 o'clock at night. We had all these tinted windows outside. We were all cleaning the kitchen, like we were almost closed, and none of us had any idea he was even out there.
He was drunk too.
Oh, and he was drunk, but he.
Bro, that's funny as fuck. I mean, like, I understand it from the stepdad's perspective, but like at the same time, you weren't gonna do anything, but I can like. I see why he could have been mad.
Yeah, I get that. Like, they don't know that I wasn't, like, I was trying to be, like, a gentleman with Haley. Like, she will co-sign that, like, we did nothing except just hang out, like, for, like, the first week or two that we actually dated.
I don't know. You kind of kidnapped her on that first date.
But that's what I was worried about, because technically, even if we fucked, it wasn't statutory because the age is 16 in Arkansas, but they could have got my ass for kidnapping. Yeah. Because she was a minor, yeah, she didn't have her parents' permission to be with me. I could have got seriously fucked up.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, when you said the police officer showed up, I would have been sweating bullets too.
Fucking. Bro, I was like shaking. Like I was like, yes, how can I help you? And then when he started telling what he was there for, I was like, okay, nothing to do with me. I'm good. I'm chilling. Meanwhile, there's some crazy drunk guy spinning in circles in the parking lot.
God damn, that's funny as fuck. Nothing ever like that's ever happened to me. Like when me and Abril used to like break up, like after a while, like I dated this one girl for like 1 week, and she was like 2 years younger than me, so she was like 15 and I was 17. Mm-hmm. So like we were both in band, and like I dated her for 1 week, and like I never did anything with her ever. And to this day, Abril calls me a pedophile for it. I'm like, I never even like held her hand or like did anything. Like,
bro, I think the like, burn that Haley has got me with that just sticks with me as like her biggest burn that she's, because I check Haley all the time. I'm roasting her ass all the time. But the one time that she really got me and I had nothing to say back was she was talking about like stalking something, and I was like like an animal, and I was like, "Stop being such a predator." She was like, "If either of us are the predator, it's you." And I was like, "Bro, I have nothing to say back to that."
I mean, like, everything you just said was correct, but
She pretty much hit me with the "okay, groomer."
bro, like that, you kind of are, but like, I mean, it's not that bad.
No, I'm for sure a groomer. It is what it is at this point.
Bro,
You know what? I don't think that term existed back then. It's cool.
Yeah, I've seen like studies and shit on that, like how like as men age, they'll still want to be like with girls that are like younger and everything. So like 18, like 20 and shit, and like girls will they'll like want to go with their age and everything. Like they'll just like constantly like if they're this age, they'll still want to date guys that age or whatever. The guys are just like, yeah, I'm just gonna groom the shit out of someone. Like we don't care.
Yeah, no, I know it's very frowned upon, and that wasn't even like my intention. I didn't go into that like yeah, I'm just gonna get this vulnerable little 17-year-old girl, and I'm gonna groom her. Like that was not my intention at all. Like
that's every guy's thought process. Probably they're just like, yeah, ooh, a new employee. Okay, we're gonna
like
show her the ropes and everything.
That was my hot boy summer, and she was the pretty girl at work. We were interested in each other, and so 2.5 years later, I guess it's worked out pretty well.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Fuck. Damn, like me and a bro, like we do good most of the time. Like right now, we're just friends. Like we've been off and on a lot. There's sometimes like, man, she would make me so sad sometimes, but like I don't blame her. Yeah, it's not her fault. But like there'd be sometimes I just go in the Burger King bathroom, I cry a little bit, come out there, everybody'd be like, Seth, what? Are you okay? Where are your eyes red? I'd be like, man, I don't know, allergies or something.
Really?
I'd just be like crying in the stall or some shit, and I'd be like, no, I'm good.
God damn. You know what? I've been there at Burger King too. I remember, I don't know if I told you this, but before I dated Haley, like my first relationship in college was just horrible. And I remember one time, this was before I was a manager, I was mopping up floors, like we were closing. And I just checked my Snapchat like real quick, and she was literally at a bowling alley with someone else with like the cliche picture of the fucking score, like the screen, and it was like her and another dude's name, and I was like, what the fuck? I shed a little tear at Burger King that day. Bro, I'm out of those toxic relationships. Yeah. Ain't that right, Haley? There we go.
Yeah, let's go. Fucking like, I don't think mine and Bro's relationship was toxic. Like, we're doing good for a bit. I think most of the time we argued is because of like distance and shit like that.
Yeah, I definitely think y'all will benefit from being close to each other again.
Yeah, fucking bro. Distance is hard. Like, it's easy to argue, but like, it's like hard to tell somebody you miss them or whatever. Like, not for me. I constantly just annoy the fuck out of her. I'm just like, yeah, bro, I miss you. And she'd be like, shut the fuck up. I don't care.
Bro, I was in a long distance relationship one time, and it ended up pretty horrible, especially on my end. I told this story on another podcast, but so I met this girl on Instagram like back when I was 14, and like we did like she lived in like Michigan, and we did like this long distance thing for like a month, and then one day she like messaged me. She's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go watch a movie at my ex-boyfriend's house," and I was like, "What?" Because I was trying to play it cool. I was trying to play like the jealous type. But she was like, "Yeah, we're still friends. Like nothing's gonna happen." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool that y'all are friends." Next fucking day, she's like she's like a fucking friend's sleepover, and I'm fucking home alone watching a movie on Comedy Central. And she's like, "Yeah, so I kind of cheated on you with my ex-boyfriend." And so it was like 10 minutes of awkward silence. She goes, "Yeah, it's kind of awkward now. I don't think we should date anymore." And then so she like kept me along for like a year and a half, and like I literally spent my summer doing her credit recovery because her dumbass failed algebra or something, And so she sent me her login information, and I spent my summer, like, I was at Alabama in Miami doing fucking algebra homework that wasn't even mine.
Bro, I would have felt that shit on purpose. I'd been like, oh, you want to fuck your ex-boyfriend? Okay.
You know how fucking embarrassing that is looking back on that? Like, why the fuck did I do that? I would never do that now.
Bro, I don't know, sometimes, like, I don't know, we get down bad, and we're just, like, we'll just, like girls do us dirty and everything, and we're just like, yeah, I guess I'll still do your algebra homework. You ain't fuck your boyfriend, but I still like you, or your ex-boyfriend.
No, but like it was fucked up. Like she would have boyfriends and she would tell me about their dates. Bro, I'm not on that shit anymore. I'm not down bad anymore. Except for Haley, ain't that right?
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. But I'm sure y'all will get back together. So
I don't
break down for me the whole plan for you coming back to the States. Like the time spans you're going to be here, and then you said you're going to Texas,
so, like,
or New York.
No, yeah, New York. It changed. Fucking, I get on my plane here. It'll be April 1st, so it'll still probably be like April 1st when I get there. Fucking, it'll probably be like the 2nd or something. But my parents said they're gonna like throw me a party or some shit after I get back. So, like, if you guys want to go to that, that's cool. If you don't, it's also cool.
No, I'll definitely be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that or whatever for like about a month. I'm probably not gonna do shit except go to the gym, to be honest. So, like, still trying to get them gains, but like, honestly, like, my mom, she was like asking me if like I could go to like St. Louis and shit with her, and I'm like, bro, I'm not going anywhere. I just want to like stay home, and like she was asking me if I wanted to go like to the zoo and shit, and I'm like, all right, like I get it, but like at the same time, I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to go anywhere really. Kind of just want to stay home for a little bit.
I could imagine, bro. I go on vacation for like 2 days or like a week. Like we went to Minnesota to get my FJ, and we immediately already wanted to be home and just at home as soon as we got back. I couldn't imagine. How long have you been in Korea?
2 years in April. So.
I could not imagine that, bro. I would come home and just stay in my bedroom, like just home sweet home.
Bro, shit's bad too because like your boy's got some like mommy issues and shit, so I'm like super codependent and everything. So I'm a whore for attention, and like, so like anytime I'm like not talking to people or anything, I get sad as fuck. I'll be like, well, this is shitty. So like here lately, I'll just get on like Omegle and shit. I'll just like talk to random ass people. I'll talk to people from like the UK and shit, and they'll talk to me about how like I'm fat and everything, and I'm a stupid American, and like how food over here gives me cancer and shit. It's either like that or like the other 90% of the time it's just people with their dick out.
Oh, bro, I saw some weird wankers on there.
Bro, like sometimes like I won't even skip. I'll be like, bro, you're like mad packing, bro. Like that shit's
just
big.
Appreciate
they'll just skip.
Just appreciate what you're looking at. Huh?
Yeah, appreciate the girth, bro. It's
like,
it's
bro,
there.
I'm not into it, but I understand why somebody else might be into it. Definitely. Bro, if you ever want to talk to somebody or anything, just hit me up. We can do it online, offline.
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, I like sometimes it gets like most of the time I'm good or whatever, and I'll just like keep to myself. But sometimes, bro, it gets sad as fuck. I'm just like, man, like especially Christmas and like New Year's, my birthday, bro. It was so fucking sad. Like I made it sad on purpose, but like I made myself a cake and everything. I put balloons up, and I was like, bro, this looks sad as fuck for no reason. Like, let me see if I can send you this picture.
Seth, that's so extra on your own end.
Yeah, I kind of did it on purpose, but I was like, I don't know if I was trying to make myself sad or what it was, but like I tried to make a cake or whatever, but the shit turned out disgusting. I didn't even eat it.
Do they have all the same like products as we do here? Like, can you go to like their store and like get like a Betty Crocker cake mix or anything like that?
So yeah, for on post you can. Off post it's a little bit different. Like they got most of the same shit. Uh, fucking they got like Taco Bell, everything like that. There's a few restaurants they don't have. Like they have an Outback over here, but like Outback over here is like super super fucking expensive. Like a little 8-ounce steak that's like $150. I'm just like, bro, I'm good, but you keep your fucking steak.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I just sent that picture. I don't know if you've seen it. Shit was like, I felt dumb as fuck after I took it. I was like, yeah, it's kind of
Where'd you send it through?
sent it. Yeah, I sent it in the chat.
Bro, when I tell you I'm retarded to how this thing works.
I don't know. You're all good. You're on a computer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be a little different. Like you can just click out of the facing on the phone, but it's all good. But yeah, man. Other than that, like it does get pretty lonely over here. You don't do shit ever. Like 95% of the time, I'm just working. Not work. I just sham all the time. I try not to go to work. I'll make like doctor's appointments and shit. I'll be like, yeah, man, I gotta go to this doctor appointment. Like then, like I just won't show up for the rest of the day. It's shit like that. I still get paid for doing it, so like it doesn't matter.
Hell yeah, bro. Get that finesse.
Like getting paid not to do it. Yeah, see, like I tried to get Tyler to do the same shit, but like Tyler's like, no, man, I don't want to join again because he can join again. And he's
Really?
just got to give it like 6 months.
I thought he was pretty much fucked for life on that.
No, I don't think he is. I think he just got a regular discharge. I'm not sure if it was a dishonorable. But I remember the night fucking he got arrested by the
I didn't believe him
MP.
at first. I swear to God, I didn't believe him. I didn't think it was that stupid.
No, so like I remember the night he got arrested or whatever. He called me out of nowhere. It was like fucking like 9 o'clock at night, and he's like, "Hey Seth, what's up?" I'm like, "Yo, Tyler, are you still in basic, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "How do you have your phone right now?" And he's like, "We're not gonna talk about that." Then like just talks to me for a while and stuff. Then he's like, "Oh shit, I gotta go." Later, I find out from his mom that he got arrested and shit. Then they sent his ass home because he stole his drill sergeant's phone to call me. And I'm like, Tyler, what the fuck is wrong with you? And it's like, I don't know, man. I couldn't take it. This and that. He fucking like, remember when he like broke his ankle or some shit playing basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got fucked up in basic too, and he couldn't do shit. They just started stealing phones and shit. So the police come and pick him up that night or whatever, and he's just like a month later, he starts posting on Instagram and shit with his like bald head and everything, and he's like, "I'm back in Jonesboro," shit like that. It was dumb.
That man is his own worst enemy, I swear.
I know. I don't know, man. Like, he was raised so good too. Like his mom and dad are cool as fuck. Like, I don't know. They just spoiled him too much. Same with his like sister Madison. She literally does not have a job or anything, and she just like her parents will ask her to do something at the house or whatever, and she'll just start getting pissed and everything and being like, "Oh, why do I have to do this? Blah blah blah, this and that." She doesn't have a job. She just lives with their parents for free. She's like 20 now, 19.
Yeah. She's got a
some shit
baby
like that.
now.
Yeah,
Very cute
I've seen
baby,
her
by the way.
That's debatable, but
It kind of looks like a Majin Buu, the fat one.
oh shit! But yeah, fucking like I was talking to her and everything. Every time Tyler calls me, he's at his mom's house. She's always asking me to like pay child support and be her husband or some shit. And I'm like, I'm good. Like you can you can keep your baby. Like I don't want to support her. Like I don't know. Fucking like after they had her and Chance had sex, Chance just dipped, bro. Chance was gone.
Oh my god. I remember I always used to tell that fool he looked like Juice WRLD, and he had no idea who Juice WRLD was. I was early on that shit. That's
God
funny.
damn.
All right, Seth. I think I'm
That is-
almost at the 60-minute recording limit that I have on here.
Oh, damn, it's been that long?
I guess so, yeah. But just hit me up whenever you want to talk. We can do it on the podcast or off the podcast. If my co-hosts don't want me to post this, I will make a separate podcast for this shit. I'll make 30 if I have to. But it's been great. Keep messaging me on Instagram. Keep sending me memes. Try not to deactivate any more Instagram accounts because it's hard to keep track with what you're up to.
Yeah, I won't.
Like, you'll send me memes for a while, and then all of a sudden, like, I'll notice you haven't sent me any memes for 2 days, and I'll check on there, and your Instagram account is just gone.
Bro, I'll just get, like, sad or whatever. I'm just like, yeah, fuck this. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'll just start being a warrior.
All right, well, I got to stop the call, but it's been great. We'll keep talking.
Yeah.
And this was episode whatever of the so-called whatever podcast. What were you going to say?
Oh, no, I was just going to say bye and everything.
All right, see you, Seth.
All these niggas hate on my niggas.